Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Korean croissants, recipe, history, and the culture behind this global food trend. Korean croissants are taking the world by storm, and it's easy to see why. Combining the buttery, flaky goodness of French pastries with bold Korean flavors, this twist on a classic has captured the attention of food lovers everywhere. But these pastries are more than just a trendy treat, they're a symbol of culinary creativity shaped by history and culture. Whether you're curious about their origin or eager to try making them yourself, this guide has you covered. The origins of the croissant. The croissant is a pastry beloved worldwide, but its story is rooted in centuries of history. What began as a regional specialty grew into one of the most recognized baked goods on the planet. Let's explore how this flaky delight evolved from its humble beginnings to its global fame. From Vienna to Paris, the birth of the croissant. The roots of the croissant stretch back to 17th century Austria, not France as many assume. During this period, the Austrian capital, Vienna, was a hub of pastry innovation. Bakers there created a crescent-shaped pastry known as the Kipfel, a treat often enjoyed during celebrations or holidays. Its shape, reminiscent of the crescent moon, held symbolic significance tied to local customs. The croissant's journey to France began in the late 1600s. When Austrian baker August Zang opened a Viennese bakery in Paris in the 1830s, he introduced French locals to the Kipfel. The pastry's buttery layers and delicate texture quickly caught the attention of Parisian bakers. Over time, they adapted and refined it using traditional French baking techniques. This transformation introduced the version of the croissant we know today, made with laminated dough to achieve those iconic flaky layers. By the early 20th century, it had become a staple in French patisseries, a culinary symbol of France's mastery of pastry art. The global spread of the croissant. Once perfected in France, the croissant began its journey across continents. By the mid-20th century, globalization and the rise of café culture helped spread its appeal. Cafes in Europe, Asia, and North America embraced the buttery pastry, making it a morning ritual for many. Its versatility also contributed to its success. Served plain, filled with chocolate, or stuffed with savory ingredients, the croissant adapts beautifully to different tastes and cultures. In recent decades, the croissant has taken on new identities in countries like Japan and South Korea. These regions added their own unique twists, incorporating local flavors like matcha, red bean, and black sesame. In South Korea particularly, the croissant became an essential part of the café scene, blending European tradition with Korean ingenuity. Today, bakeries worldwide continue to experiment, transforming the croissant into a canvas for creativity while paying homage to its rich history. The croissant's journey from Vienna to Paris, and eventually to tables around the world, is a testament to its timeless appeal. Its crisp layers and buttery aroma remain irresistible no matter where you are. The Korean take on the croissant. South Korea has a reputation for transforming international dishes into something entirely its own. The croissant is no exception. By blending traditional Korean flavors with French pastry techniques, bakers in Korea have created a unique hybrid that's as delightful to look at as it is to taste. Let's explore how Korean croissants stand out. Fusion flavors and ingredients. One of the most striking features of the Korean croissant is the unexpected, yet harmonious, fusion of flavors. Korean bakers aren't afraid to step outside the box, incorporating well-loved local ingredients that pack a flavorful punch. Sweet potato, a creamy, slightly nutty addition that turns a plain croissant into a comforting treat. Often piped into layers or spread as a filling, the sweet potato creates a savory sweet flavor balance that feels like home for many Koreans. Red bean paste, a traditional dessert ingredient in Korea, red bean adds earthy sweetness with a creamy texture that pairs perfectly with buttery layers. It's a favorite filling that's rich without overwhelming. Matcha, while more closely associated with Japanese cuisine, matcha has become a staple in Korean desserts. The vibrant green tea flavor offers a slightly bitter contrast to the croissant's rich, buttery profile. Matcha-coated or matcha-filled croissants are as eye-catching as they are delicious. In Korea, these flavors are thoughtfully integrated rather than slapped on as an afterthought. It's this attention to detail that makes the combinations feel intentional and balanced. The cultural significance of Korean cuisine innovation. Korean food culture is defined by its ability to adapt and innovate without losing its roots. The nation's culinary identity blends deep traditions with a fearless approach to experimentation. This attitude has shaped Korea's cuisine for centuries, consistently producing dishes that feel both familiar and new. Let's explore how Korea's history of blending global and local influences has led to a modern food scene full of reinvention and artistry. That's a wrap for part 1. We've learned about the history and how Korean croissants became a global trend. But stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive into the recipe and how you can make these tasty treats at home. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.